Hello and welcome to the Programming in C++ Part 2 series. In this video we're going to go over exercise from Chapter 13, Overloading and Templates. Before we get started, go ahead and smash the like button, make sure you leave a comment, and make sure, most importantly, you are subscribed to the channel. And as said many times before, once you subscribe to the channel, it makes it easier to navigate through YouTube, and it supports the channel. All right, so the video that we're going to cover in this, or the exercise we're going to cover in this video, is going to be Programming in C++ Part 2, Programming Exercise 13-3. Here, let's close it out, straight to our companion. So here we're going to Chapter 11 again, define the class box type by extending the definition of the class rectangle type. In this exercise, derive the class box type from the class rectangle type, define in exercise 1, and the functions to overload the operators plus, minus, multiplication, equals, not equal to, less than or equal to, less than, greater than, equal to, or greater than, and pre and post increment and decrement operators as members of the class box type. Also overload the operator and overload the relational operators by considering the volume of the boxes. For example, two boxes are the same if they have the same volume. Write the definition of the function of the class box type as defined above, and then write a test program that tests various operations in the class. So we're going to do what we did last time. Looks like we're going to go back the other way. Overloaded operators as member functions. Derive box type that, or type from rectangle type, and overloaded operators. Test 3. Alright, so let's go straight to our box type header file. And here. Okay. Let's get started. Let's start with the if indef and box type. H. And we'll also define box type underscore capital H. And let's do our include statement. And it's called rectangle. We're going to add that in there. Well, rectangle type. And let's go to our class. And box type. Public. Do it this way this time. Rectangle type. Okay. Here's your brackets. We're going to overload the stream, insertion, and extraction operators by, let's go friend. Go stream, ampersand, operator. That one. O stream, ampersand. Constructor. Box type. And skip a space here to show ways. Let's do semicolon. Go ahead and copy. And we'll make actions. It's going to be iStream. This time around this way. iStream. So for that, oh, we don't need a constructor for that stream. All right. So let's do this. Public. And we'll do first is going to be length, double the width, and the height will be the last double. Let's see. It's easy to read. So we do this one, it'll be length is L with W, height, post condition. Just talking out loud. But let's go take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Alright, so let's go down and let's do our next function. It'll be get height. It'll be a double. This time we'll just do return the height of the box, and the post condition will be the value of the height is returned. We'll do that in the application file. Let's go down to 22. Let's see. Area. Volume. Volume. Now we can do our box type. Let's do box type function. And box type again. This time double F, double W for width. Overload the arithmetic operators did before. Box type operator plus constructor box type ampersand. And let's do our constructor here. And copy this from the other operators as well. Functions. Let's go down to the next set. It's for incrementing box type operator plus. Just like before, we did the triangle, rectangle. Do this 4 times. Change up slightly. So do the integer into this one and make this minus same minus right. Simple F post increment. Now we're going to overload the relational operators. I want to use the boolean C for a question. No. For instance, it's equal to constructor type ampersand, and we'll constructor outside. next will be not equal to. And less than or equal to. Less than. And greater than or equal to. Greater than. Have those. So now let's check it. Height. And let's don't forget to add our semicolon outside of our bracket. And then that should clear up all the errors. We did. Alright, so that's our that file will go from the top. So I'm going to scroll in case you need more time. If you do, go ahead and pause it. Rewind as necessary. Once again, this is our box type header file. Get your semicolon on after the bracket goes. Alright, let's go to the big one. Go to the implementation file. Close that out. Box type CPP. We've got nothing work to do. So, always, let's start with our include statements. First, we'll do IOStream. And assert. And let's do our header files, attach them rectangle type .h and box type. I'm using namespace std. And our first void box type. Set dimension. Just like in our header file, double length, width, double height. Down to brackets. And let's go rectangle type. Let's go set dimension. Length, width. If height is greater than or equal to 0, height let's go else. spelled wrong somewhere else. Find it quickly. Let's take a break and break back after this. All right, let's go back to that header file. See where we misspelled height. If you caught it first time, you probably didn't have that problem, but I didn't notice. Let's go back to header file. It should be in the protected area. Okay, there we go. So we correct that. Close that out. There we go. That font went away, so let's continue. That's all we need for this function. That, so let's go down. Next one will be double. And let's go box type. Get height. Just like in header file, constructor. And we're going to return height. Just a couple times here. A little bit different. Which one? So this time it's going to be get area. So the area, that one is not. Type area. Let's get brackets. Turn 2 times. Get length times. So that function. Off. This one to in. Get length. Function. Height. Just not. Plus get width. And times height. Good. Let's see that. And get. So height, of course, is not a function, but get length, get width, they are. So now let's go to our next. Volume. Box type. Get volume. Just volume. And it is a constructor. So brackets. Turn rectangle type. Colon. Area function. Height. Alright. So that one. Next. Box type. Box type. Function. Brackets. And let's initialize the height to 0.0. Double. Let's one will stay for this one. Let's go if height is greater than or equal to 0. Height h else height equals 0. Right? So we have that one. Now operators. Box type. Box type operator plus constructor box type. So represent box constructor on the outside, like triangle. Yeah, brackets. Good. Box type equals temp box. You'll notice some of these are exactly like the rectangle. Temp box. Temp box. Length. GTH. Okay. Alright, change length, width and height. See length times width. And times equal. There we go. And here, turn this one. Operator, we're going to do the subtraction operator. Minus. Copy that. Turn that to minus. We have to add insert. Insert. Length. Greater than equal to box length. And width. Equal to box dot width. And height greater than equal to box height. Okay. Length box height will stay the same. The box turn. X. go down to our next one. Spaces here. It. Alright, so let's go box type. Box type. Copy this one plus for the patient. Change this. This will be similar. That's all we need for that one. Good. Alright. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Alright, let's go down to our next one. Copy this part. Same. It'll be slightly different, so I'll copy the first one. Next, let's do plus plus. Space function. Brackets. Let's do plus plus length. Width. This in. And it's going to return the increment value of the object. Now we can copy and paste this. Other object. Slightly. So here. This time we're going to put the U in there. So top. Box type. Yep. Here equals this. Plus. So behind it. Post increment. And this time we'll return temp. Plus minus. So insert that here. Copy it. Minus minus. Let's do insert first. Insert length greater than or equal to 1 minute this time. And width square 1 and height. Put our markers on these. This one. This. And the next one. This one. Slightly different. Right, this time we need to add our it u. Box type temp. insert it. This is all right. So insert length, that's going to stay the same. This time we'll put the in line in. Post increment. Turn temp. Turn temp here. Here equals. Right. Turn the old value of the object. Now new line. Whole box type. And let's call this operator. Equals constructor box type ampersand box and then brackets and we'll return volume equals now should be able to just copy change the sign. Not equal to box one, let's put here greater than that's equal to as well, greater than equal to less than. So follow our header file. Alright, next control V. We got less than or equal to is less than is next. And we'll do greater than. Greater than. Here. Right. Yeah, OStream. So this one. Ampersand. Operator. This time it's OStream. Ampersand. OS object. Comma. Bring us. Constructor. Box type asterisk box. Header file. let's do OS object. So length equals user object length. Join comma width equals space. That'll be box.width. So same thing, comma height. So it's ht equals box.ht. Right, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Alright, so let's go ahead down to our next line. This actually it's about turn OS object. Then we're gonna go iStream ampersand operator this way. iStream ampersand is box type ampersand box. Is object width box.width and box. Then return is object. That's what we got for our implementation file. Quick. Let's go ahead and I'm going to show it to you. Make sure you pause as you need to. And if you need to back it up, feel free to do so. Right, we're moving still. Get into our last functions. And go. All right. Let's go ahead and close that out. If you're done with it, if you need more time, you know what to do, go ahead and rewind it, get it set up, pause it, and we're going to move on by closing it out. And let's go to our main. Build our main. So from IOStream, let's go ahead and add our link our header file by doing include and box type. Then we got this. Go ahead and just break it down. Take that away. And then we'll just code. Alright, so let's do again like we did that rectangle box type. There's 1, 10, 5, 3. Go ahead and 2 is 875. And we will do our semicolons here in that. Box 3 and box 4. Let's go semicolon blank. Box. So that's how we got so far. Let's go see out. So box 1. Let's make life easier on ourselves. Next 2. 2. Here. Box 3. Box 1 plus box 2. See, box 3. 3. Box 4 equals box 1 times box 2. See, box 4. If box 1 is greater than box 2, see out. Oh, you know, box 1 is greater than box 2. Here. Box 2. And then increment 1. Gotta do our else first. There. Let's go else. And let's copy that. Let's paste it. Less. Box 2. That's good. Now we plus. Rectangle. Now let's go box 4 equals post 3. Cout. Let's put it here first. Cout. After commit. Width and height. Height of this unit. Select a rectangle. Say select to our variables. And from here, we'll see how I got started. Cout. New dimension. Street. Oops. Variable. Line. We'll copy that. Same bucket. So we correct it. That. Alright, so that's all we need for main. Show that to you again, top to bottom. If you need more time, make sure you pause it. Here we go. Alright, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Go ahead and close out this main file. Okay, welcome back. Next, let's go into our rectangle type header file. And it looks like we're going to have to switch this back. We did 13-2, 13-1, whichever one it was, where we switched it around. Really looks like it's going to go back to the original, but we'll do that step by step. Starting at top. Excuse me. So all we'll need, okay, this is a rectangle type header. Let's start with our include statement. We don't need these this time. Actually, we need these. This. All right, so let's go ahead. Start with, okay, class is good. Let's go that. So let's bring our public. Make these public. Let's go Control X here, 47. And public needs to be indented or not indented. Over. So here we go on 14. Looking at one. So we got public. We brought this up here, so all of this is included. So we got to change it a little. So the arithmetic operators, overload arithmetic operators. Let's go ahead and remove these friends. All of them. Let's see what else we need. Let's make sure it's in it. So operator plus space. So it is. And we can simplify this just by getting rid of this second part. Opposite what we did before. And we'll put the constructor on the outside of it. Clear that one up. Same thing. Turn it. Goes away. So that part, let's go there for those three. Bring these two. Now, same thing here. Get rid of this friend. Public now. It's easier for me to do all four of them together. So let's find a space. Another space. These we're going to do like with top. We don't need anything in these functions. The second one, so take this part out. Empty. This part out, leave out the integers in that. Take this out, empty. Sure. Right, so that let's clear it up too. Next one to overload. This will be our whole clean. First, remove the friend again. Again, I'm going to do them all at once. So skip a step. So now we'll get to put the constructor on the outside. This bracket top. So here comma out here. Done. Final one. So we got this. Spaces out of there. Constructors. Type. looks good. So I'll show you that one again. Top to bottom, go ahead and pause as you need to. And here we go. Just remade that public. We'll check our implementation file to make sure there's no errors on it. So more work. Seems like that's good. Let's see. Down here, there's nothing we need to change on this. Thank goodness. To make sure we're scrolling to the bottom. Right, and there isn't. Let's dive right into run this program actually. See if we got everything we need. Alright, and there's our information. 588. Box, or the rectangle was a little different. Box is square. Hopefully. Calculate our grade. See what we come up with. Got a few minutes to go. While we're waiting, so yeah, now you might be able to take the file before we started it from task 1, if it was task 1, or a rectangle header file. Just copy that one because I believe we just switched it back. Overload operators. Let's see what we didn't do right here. Anything. Go. Let me look at this. I'll be right back. Alright, so here's what I got troubleshooting now. So status 1 on overloaded operators. Plus operator that passed, minus operator passed. Didn't mention multiplication, but the plus operator post increment failed. Pre-increment failed. Minus post increment here. Pre-decrement failed. Not equal to failed. Equal to operator passed. Okay, so we'll look a little bit deeper at the time. Alright, I looked around. Only thing I can see is on this portion of the rectangle type header file, the spacing. But everything else looks good, so I'll try this. That's not it. Check back with it later. What I did was from these lines, 36 to 41, made a space before and after the operators. Like I did on the rest of them. That usually it doesn't. In that case, because those are operators. Let's see what we got. Numbers look the exact same. 0, 0. So don't. That's going to determine the deal. But if it doesn't, I'll recalculate it. If it doesn't give us 100 now, we'll leave it for later and we'll try to address it once we get the rest of these assignments set up. So let's just wait for that one to calculate. And while we're waiting, once again, thanks for joining. Make sure you smash the like button, leave a comment. And if you're trying this and it doesn't go through, check the description and the comments. The answer, once we get it, I'm going to put it in the description instead of redoing or tampering with the video once it's posted. Okay. And nope, that didn't change it, so we'll be looking up for that. Future fix for that one. So if any outside help would be appreciated. Thanks again. Take care and have a wonderful day.